Hey, let's be honest. The Thunderjaw is no joking matter. But let's discuss how we can make it very easily to deal with. I am DPG06 and welcome to channel 06 Entertainment. This is a gaming channel for you where we cover mostly RPG games and showcase guides on how to defeat boss battles and certain missions. The Thunderjaw has a lot of weapons and skills in its arsenal, from doing damage with just from melee to multiple range attacks that deal crazy damage as well. It could be overwhelming, but let's fight fire with fire. Now, once again, the Thunderjaw has a lot of ways to deal damage to us, but that also means it has a lot of weak points as well. So the body itself does not have a weakness, but it does have a blaze canister, which we know is weak to fire and tear damage. It has a disc launcher on its back that we will use to take that off. We also has a freeze canister that is weak to freeze and tear on the belly side of the Thunderjaw. It has a heart where, when exposed, which is weak to all types of damage. The power cell that is weak to shock and tear on the tail, and radar located on the top of it as well that is weak to tear. Then lastly, we have the cannon where it shoots out a ton of projectiles on the side of its face, and as well as the tail, which both are weak to the tear damage. Now, the desired skills are going to be very, very similar to past battles that we've encountered with other machines. If you haven't seen those videos, it's going to be linked up right here for you guys, to where you can check out how to defeat other machines in this game. As well as make sure you subscribe. It helps out, as well as notify you to when I do drop a machine that hasn't been discussed yet as well. But back into the skill set. So the main one that I want to focus on is going to be heavy lifter. With heavy lifter, you move faster while wielding a heavy weapon. This is going to be extremely helpful when we get into the how-to piece of this video. But heavy lifter, just keep that in mind. Under Prowler, we have Hunter's Reflexes. Time slows down while aiming during a jump or slide. Once again, it's an extremely helpful skill when you partner it with Concentration, which is under Brave. While aiming, toggle with R3 to slow down time. Using those together, it helps out a ton when you're trying to get a precision type shot. Concentration Plus also just helps this skill out a lot more with increasing the maximum duration of concentration. We have critical hit. Use R1 for a high damage attack on down enemies. So whenever you down these enemies, doing that critical hit helps out, give a lot of damage when in a vulnerable state. Precision is always a good skill. Having light spear attacks have an increased chance to knock off armor and components. So those would be the main skills that I would focus on. Now, if you have the additional points, I would always put in double shot. Use R1 while aiming to notch an additional arrow on all bow arrows. Triple shot, same thing. Use R1 while aiming to notch up to 2 arrows at once on all bow weapons. And then Precision Plus, light spear attacks have an increased chance to knock off armor and components. So if you have those extra skill points, definitely invest in those. The main weapon I used was, of course, the Karja Sharp Shot Bow, using the tear damage arrows. I didn't have any freeze arrows when I encountered the Thunderjaw at this time, but I've been told that it's been helpful in this fight as well. So if you have those to your disposal, definitely use those to slow down this beast. Now that we know all the weak points that is easily accessible, let's break down how to combine everything and put it to action. First thing we want to do is take out that disc launcher. Doing this sooner than later is crucial because it is no easy feat to fight the Thunderjaw under those conditions. So take this out with your tear arrows and take that out as soon as possible, because it is, once again, hard to deal with this beast when he is shooting those off. Next, you want to focus on the cannons, which is on the side of his head once again. And this is two ways you can do this. One, you can use your tear arrows to take those off, which is extremely doable. Or two, you want to use that disc launcher that you broke off and use it against it. So that's where that heavy lifting come into play. The heavy lifter comes into play because it makes it easier for you to move around with that machine, to where then now you're doing damage to the Thunderjaw using this weapon against itself. So that's what I would recommend, using the disc launcher, just because not only that you can take off those cannons, but it does massive damage to the Thunderjaw too. So by the time you're done using both of the disc launchers, then you just want to focus on the weak points at that point, which is going to be the tail, the blaze canister, and the radar, and whatever else that is still attached at that point. But yeah, once again, using that disc launcher is super helpful, and it should do more than enough damage to where then you can be able to end it on your own. There you have it. No need to avoiding the Thunderjaw, since we have the know-how on how to defeat this massive beast. And it's no walk in the park. It is going to still be challenging, but at least you know what you can do to be able to attack and be more strategic around defeating this machine. So when you need more tips around these machines, make sure you subscribe for more content and like if anything in this video was helpful to you. Also comment if you learned anything new or any other tips that could be beneficial to the community. So once again, I am DPG06. Thank you for watching this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Later.